session. My dear friends, all of you are requested to give a thumbs up in the comment section below so that we can begin this particular session. So I'm getting some responses from the people here, and my dear friends, I hope that I'm audible and visible to all of you. So once again, a warm welcome to all of you in the today's daily current affairs session on EduTap. And my dear friends, I hope all of you are healthy and preparing well for your upcoming exams. And when we talk about exams, then current affairs plays a really very important part. And the PIB news are the very important source of these current affairs, and that is the reason that I am back with the very important session in which we are going to discuss the top PIB news from the month of October 2021. And my dear friends, today is the day 22 of this particular series for the month of October 2021. And today we are going to discuss these particular topics. But before moving on to the session, if you are new to our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe it and press the bell icon to receive all the latest updates of the courses and videos offered by us. And you can also join our Telegram channel to get the access to the PDF of the lectures. To join the Telegram channel, kindly click on the link given in the description below. And my dear friends, I'm glad to announce that we are running a super sale in which we are providing 40% off plus additional 10% off on our various courses for RBI Grade B, SEBI Grade A, NABARD Grade A, ASIC Deputy Director, IBPS AFO, and other examinations and for other courses. So my dear friends, in order to avail the discount, you are required to use the code LAST10, that is LAST10, and please make sure that you are using this particular code by today only, because it is going to expire after today. So my dear friends, I hope that this is very much clear, and now let's see that what are the topics that we are going to discuss in our today's session. So today we are going to discuss three important topics. Here the very first one is AI Pe Charcha, then we will be discussing urban flood management in Chennai, and after that we will be covering the topic of India-Sweden Innovation Day Meet. So my dear friends, these are the three topics that we are going to discuss in our today's session. And now let's move on to the session. Let's get started. So recently, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology has organized Artificial Intelligence Pe Charcha. It is an AI dialogue. And my dear friends, the theme of this particular dialogue was AI for data-driven governance. Okay. So recently, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, under it is a national e-governance division which has organized the artificial intelligence Pe Charcha. So my dear friends, why exactly this particular event has been organized by the national e-governance division? See, by launching the AI Pe Charcha, National E-Governance Division aims to engage with the artificial intelligence innovation ecosystem in order to address the need for responsible AI for social empowerment through the initiative of Artificial Intelligence Pe Charcha. So my dear friend, that is the reason, in order to engage with the AI innovation ecosystem to address the need for responsible AI for the social empowerment, this particular AI Pe Charcha has been organized. And see, there was a Global Artificial Intelligence Summit, which was an India initiative, which was titled as RAISE, was organized in the month of October in year 2020. And after the launch of this particular thing, this AI Pe Charcha was an initiative which was being taken by the National E-Governance Division. So if we talk about the AI Pe Charcha, then my dear friends, under the AI Pe Charcha, and here is the snapshot of this AI Pe Charcha which was held in the month of October 2021. So if we talk about AI Pe Charcha, see, under this AI Pe Charcha, the various leaders, various domestic leaders from the government as well as industry, researchers and academicians share their views as well as experiences, and these all their experiences and views are around the artificial intelligence as well as some other related case studies and some other global best practices and breakthrough innovations which have happened in the field of artificial intelligence. And that is the reason that this AI Pe Charcha initiative has been taken, and this AI Pe Charcha was being organized recently by the National E-Governance Division. So I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. And my dear friends, here if we talk about the important key takeaways, then important key takeaways are the name of the ministry under which the National E-Governance Division has organized AI पे चर्चा, and the theme over which this particular event was held is also important, that is artificial intelligence for data driven governance. So that was the theme of the artificial intelligence pe charcha event. And if we talk about that global AI summit, which was an India initiative, so my dear friends, it was held with the name of RAISE, that stands for responsible AI for social empowerment. And if we talk about this particular kind of summit, then this was very first kind of summit on the artificial intelligence, which aimed to drive India's vision as well as roadmap for the social transformation, inclusion and empowerment through the responsible artificial intelligence. See, here you can see, as we all know, that artificial intelligence is a very hot topic, and that is the reason that it is very probable to be asked in the exam. And apart from the multiple choice question which can be framed from this particular news article, you can also use this particular article as a fodder material in order to answer the descriptive questions in the exam, as well as what are the different steps taken by the government in order to promote the artificial intelligence, and in order to find out the various best solutions which are based on the artificial intelligence to solve the modern problems. So my dear friends, I hope that this is very much clear to all of you, and what exactly are the key takeaways are also very much clear to all of you. Now let us move on to the next topic of our today's discussion, that is India and the Asian Development Bank has recently signed a $251 million loan for integrated urban flood management in Chennai. So my dear friends, what exactly is the reason that this particular loan agreement has been signed? See, here you can see a photo from Indian Express in which it is being shown the floods in Chennai in year 2015. And why so? Because see, we all know that in Chennai there was a rapid urbanization, and that led to enriched city's natural landscape. And my dear friends, due to that particular thing, the water retention capacity of that particular city has reduced, and this has led to the widespread flooding in the city of Chennai. And that was the reason that in order to make the people safe who are living in that particular parts of the city, this particular loan agreement was really required. And that is the reason that Indian government has signed a loan agreement of $251 million loan with the Asian Development Bank for integrated urban flood management in the Chennai. Okay. And if you talk about the name of the project for which this loan agreement has been signed, the name of the project is Integrated Urban Flood Management for the Chennai Coastal Layer River Basin Project. So that is the name of the project for which this particular loan amount has been signed between the Government of India and the Asian Development Bank. See, this is a part of the sustainable development and environmental issues, and that is the reason that this particular news article becomes important from the exam point of view. So if we talk about that what exactly this particular project will be, see, under this particular project, it is going to make the Chennai climate resilient by integrated urban flood protection as well as management in this particular basin. And that's how it is going to help the people who are living in the area in this particular basin in order to fight with the flood capacity in the due to the flood situation which happened very frequently in the city of Chennai. So my dear friends, that is the reason that to strengthen the resilience of Chennai city to the floods, this particular agreement has been signed between the Government of India and the Asian Development Bank. And my dear friends, what exactly will the plan of action? What they are going to do under this particular project? We are going to discuss this here. See, as a part of this particular project, they are going to build flood protection infrastructure in the city. Apart from that, they are also going to construct 588 kilometers of new stormwater drains, and apart from that, they are also going to construct 23,000 catch pits in the roadside drains so that they can recharge the groundwater aquifer and rehabilitate 4 disaster relief camps. Okay. And it is also going to develop a plan to ensure the sustainable operation as well as the maintenance of stormwater drainage systems. And what exactly will be the impact of launching this particular project and taking actions taking this plan of action, my dear friends, it is going to reduce the vulnerability of this particular area residents to the frequent floods. And apart from that, it can also be replicated for the other Indian cities which are vulnerable to the climate and disaster risk. So I hope that this is very much clear to all of you, and you can always use this particular news articles to answer the question in the descriptive questions as well in the exam, because this can be a very important example which the government of India, it is a very important step which the government of India has taken in order to strengthen the resilience of the Chennai city, and that's how it can be very frequently and very impactfully used in the question which is related to the sustainable environment and environmental issue. So I hope that this is very much clear to all of you, and now let us move on to the next question, sorry, to the next news article of our today's session, that is the 8th India Sweden Innovation Day. So recently the 8th India Sweden Innovation Day meet was held between India and Sweden. And my dear friends, if we talk about the theme of that particular meet, the meet was held with the theme of accelerating India Sweden's green transition. See, this particular meet has been organized in order to celebrate the 8 years of cooperation of India and Sweden in the science and technology, and that is the reason that this particular meet has been held. And if we talk about this particular meet, then my dear friend, this meet was organized by India Unlimited, Embassy of India and Sweden, Sweden India Business Council, and Confederation of Indian Industry. And on the inaugural address, during the inaugural address of this particular 8th India Sweden Innovation Day meet, my dear friends, it was given by Union Minister Jitendra Singh, who is the Union Minister of State for Science and Technology. So I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. And apart from that, if we talk about that why exactly this particular theme was being taken, see, both of the countries wants to achieve a target of fossil fuel free economy, and that is the reason that the theme for this particular meet was accelerating India Sweden's green transition, that is from moving towards fossil fuel to non-fossil fuel economy. So I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. And if we talk about some other initiatives which have been taken by the two nations in the last 8 years, then my dear friend, these are, for example, a joint call on the circular economy, which includes the themes such as health, science and waste to wealth, which was signed between the Department of Science and Technology and the Swedish Vinnova. Apart from that, Indian Council of Medical Research and Swedish Forte have also agreed to launch a new call, and it is based on the theme of public health, prevention, as well as a health promotion organization and provision of care for the elderly. So if we talk about the key takeaways, so my dear friends, here the key takeaways will be that with which country India has recently celebrated the 8 years of successful cooperation on the science and technology, and the right answer will be Sweden. And the second important thing is that this particular event was held on the theme of accelerating India Sweden's green transition. So my dear friends, I hope that this particular news is very much clear to all of you. And now we are moving towards the small MCQ series. See, the small MCQ series have been brought here in order to analyze that whether you have gathered all the key takeaways from this session or not. So here the very first question from this particular series is here on your screen, and all of you are requested to answer the question in the comment section below. So my dear friends, here the very first question is about the AI Pe Charcha. So which one of the following is the correct statement regarding the artificial intelligence Pe Charcha held recently? So all of you are requested to quickly go through these particular statements about AI Pe Charcha and answer the question in the comment section below, that which of the following is the right answer. See, here before answering the question, all of you are requested to go through this particular question very carefully, because you are required to first of all identify that what has been asked in this question, that is the correct statement regarding the AI Pe Charcha which was held recently. And now you are required to go through these particular statements and tell me that what exactly is the right answer to this question. And please put your answers in the comment section below, and let's see that who gives the right answer to this particular question. So my dear friends, the right answer to this question is option C, that is both first and third. So my dear friends, here if we talk about the statement number 2, I will not be I will not be discussing the statement 1 and 3rd, because the statement 1 and 3rd we have already discussed very in detail in our today's session. But if we talk about the what exactly is the wrong thing about this particular statement, then if we talk about the statement 2, it says that the theme for AI Pe Charcha held recently was AI for internet driven governance. See, if you talk about the statement 2, it talks about the theme, and if we talk about the theme of AI Pe Charcha which was held recently, then the theme was artificial intelligence for data driven governance, and that is the reason that this particular statement is wrong, and the right answer to this question is option C. That is, both statement 1 and 3rd are correct. That is option C. So Rekha has answered the question, she has opted for option D, but the right answer to this question is option C and not option D. So my dear friends, I hope that now you have got a fair idea that what kind of questions are being asked on these particular kind of news, and what kind of questions you are required to practice in order to answer the questions in the exam successfully. So I hope that this is very much clear, and now let us move on to the next question, which is here on your screen. So all of you are requested to answer the question in the comment section below, which says, recently, with which of the following organizations Government of India has signed a $251 million loan for integrated urban flood management in Chennai? So once again, a very basic question, very easy question I would say, because here only the organization with which Government of India has signed the loan agreement has been asked. And if you know that why this particular loan agreement has been asked, then you can easily answer the question. As we have already discussed in our today's session, here the options are IMF, Asian Development Bank, World Bank, New Development Bank, and Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. And Pooja has answered and opted for the option B, that is Asian Development Bank, and that is the right answer to this question. So my dear friend, the right answer to this question is option B, that is Asian Development Bank. See, Asian Development Bank has also signed a loan agreement with India for Maharashtra, and you are going to tell me that what was the amount of that particular loan and what was the aim of signing that particular loan. Please tell me and answer this question in the comment section below. We have discussed this particular thing in our previous session, and you can also watch the previous session and you can answer the question in the comment section below. So Rekha has also answered the question correctly, that is option B, Asian Development Bank. So now let us move on to the next question from our today's session, which is here on your screen. So recently, the 8th India-Sweden Innovation Day meet was held with the theme. See, in this particular question, the theme of that particular meet has been asked in this question. And here you can got a fair idea that on what lines these questions are being framed from this particular news. And here all of you are requested to answer the question in the comment section below. Here the option. Please tell me that which option is correct, whether it is option A, B, C, D, and E. And my dear friends, the right answer to this particular question is option A, that is accelerating India-Sweden green transition. So on this particular theme, this particular question, this particular theme, this particular event, that is 8th India-Sweden Innovation Day meet, which was held on 26th of October 2021 was held. And my dear friends, that is a right answer. And Pooja has also come up with the question, with the answer of the question which we have asked recently, that $100 million loan for the agri business, and that is the right answer. So well done, Pooja. So that was the right answer for this particular question. And my dear friends, I hope that this particular question is also very much clear to all of you, that the theme for the 8th India-Sweden Innovation Meet was accelerating India-Sweden green transition. So that was all from the today's session, and now let us move on to the revision question. See, revision question have been asked from those questions from those sessions which we have already covered in our previous sessions, and that's why if you have not saw our previous sessions, then you can revise the topics with the help of this question which we have presented here. So here the very first question, the very first revision question is here on your screen, and all of you are requested to answer the question in the comment section below. So here the question is, to commemorate 75 years of India's independence, the Government of India is celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. So as a part of the celebration, the Ministry of Food Processing Industries will celebrate the Food Processing Week from dash to dash in 2021. So please tell me the right answer to this question, whether it is option A, B, C, D and E. And my dear friends, the right answer to this particular question is option A, that is 6th to 12th of September 2021. So my dear friends, this food processing week is being celebrated by Ministry of Food Processing Industries, and this will be celebrated in year 2021 from 6th to 12th of September 2021, and that is the right answer for this question. I hope that this is very much clear. So whenever these kind of week are being celebrated, you are always required to remember the duration of this particular week, as well as you are also required to remember the theme, if any, for those particular week in order to celebrate those particular week. So I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. And now, my dear friends, let's move on to the next question for the revision question of our session, and here it is on your screen. So the next question is, recently Niti Aayog with the Rocky Mountain Institute RMI India's support have launched a Shunya campaign. So which one of the following is the key objective of the Shunya campaign? See, Shunya campaign was being launched recently by Niti Aayog in association with the Rocky Mountain Institute of India, and in order to for the Shunya campaign, here you are required to tell me that what exactly was the objective of the Shunya campaign. See, these kinds of campaigns which are being launched are really very important from the exam point of view, and this Shunya campaign is also very important because it has been launched by Niti Aayog, and all these such kind of campaigns which are being released by these government institutions becomes really very important, and that's why this particular question is very important from the exam point of view. So if we talk about the options here, it says that option A says to reduce the water pollution in river Ganga. Option B says to achieve the target of garbage free India. Option C says to decrease the use of fertilizers and pesticides in the Indian agriculture sector, and the option D says to accelerate adoption of electric vehicles in the urban delivery segment and create consumer awareness about the benefits of zero pollution delivery. And the option C is both A and B, and Pooja has opted for the option D, that is about the electric vehicles. And my dear friend, the right answer to this question is option D, that is to accelerate adoption of electric vehicles in the urban delivery segment. The Shunya campaign has been launched by Niti Aayog in association with the Rocky Mountain Institute India. So my dear friends, that was the right answer to this particular question, and I hope that this particular question is very much clear to all of you. And that was all from the today's session. So my dear friends, I hope that this particular session was useful and fruitful to all of you. If you have any queries, then you can drop us a mail at hello@edutap.co.in, and you can also call us at 8146207241. And if you have liked the session, you can give a thumbs up in the comment section below. So my dear friends, once again, thank you for joining us. Wish you all happy learning.